So throughout my life, I lived in a bunch of different places. I lived in North America. I lived in Europe. I lived in South America as well. But, but Australia's kind of getting to me. I've got to tell you. I mean, you guys here, I don't know if you're watching this video, if you're Australian or not, but if you are, you guys are kind of getting on me. Like, this is such a good country, and I feel like I just have to talk about it a little bit. And it's a country that's kind of got like the best ratio of everything, to be honest. I mean, salaries here are probably better than virtually any country in Europe, except for Switzerland, maybe Luxembourg, I'm not sure, and maybe like Norway. It's probably even better than Denmark, to be honest. The tax rates are lower, not that much lower, but still a little bit lower than most countries in Europe. Not so much the top tax rate, like it's 45% here, which is around the same as Europe, but it starts later on. So you get to earn more money before the tax rate actually effectively takes that money away from you. So that obviously is very good. And then I've been living in Melbourne now. I haven't been in Australia for that long, so don't get me wrong, but I've been here for between 2 and 3 months, and everything is just nice. Everything just works. The workplaces I've lived in, I've worked in. Sorry, the workplaces I've worked in were very respectable, very nice, very kind. The people were kind. Uh, I haven't had bad experiences here. That's what I'm saying. Like, I've been volunteering, working as a barista in a place nearby, in a cafe nearby. It's also a mix of a community home and that kind of thing, and it's been lovely. Like, everyone's just nice. It's surreal. Like, and also how easily you can integrate. I mean, at least it was easy for me. I guess if you don't speak English that well, it might be a little bit harder for you. But I know a lot of people from all over the world, and I mean literally all over the world, Latin America, Italy, the UK, Japan, even Japan, Germany, who all came here, and they're all like, I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave. I mean, this is truly an amazing country that you guys have here, and it's something that I am not sure everyone is aware. Like, I'm not sure you understand how rare it is. And honestly, if you look at every single metric, if you look at HDI, if you look at like economic development, if you look at wages, if you look at crime rates and homicide rates, it's just a good country. It might not be the best country to get insanely rich. Like, maybe it's not the best country to open a business. It would still probably want to be in America. You would want to be in like a bigger economy for that. But honestly, even making minimum wage here, I make more than minimum wage, but still, I feel like even making minimum wage here, you would still be all right. You know, you wouldn't be able to raise a family happily and comfortably, but you can get by. And man, in other countries, it really isn't like that. It isn't like that at all, or it isn't anymore. It could have been in the past, but not anymore. And everything's kind of set up, you know. And then one thing that I also like is the immigration system is pretty comprehensive. Like, uh, if you really want to move here, you get a student visa, you get a temporary graduate visa, you get sponsored, you get PR, and you get citizenship. It's kind of a straight bullet, you know. I mean, there's other options as well, but I came here on a working holiday, and I wasn't even considering living here, and all of a sudden I am. I mean, the amount of parks, the amount of green areas, the effectiveness of just everything, even traffic. I mean, I told you about this in another video, how I was going out into really far away places in Melbourne and doing door knocking for a random sales company. Uh, and we would go, like, I would go downtown to Carlton, and then that is in the CBD generally, close enough to not make a difference. And then we would take a car and we would go to very far away areas. And I did that for 2 weeks, and not a single time was there traffic. I mean, if you call that traffic, it's not traffic. Like, it's not American level traffic, it's not Rome level traffic, it's not Brazil level traffic. It's virtually nothing. And that's in a big city. I think Melbourne is like, what, 5 or 6 million people. And to be able to just and to be able to effortlessly move is something that I was not expecting. It's something that I honestly was not expecting. The tram works great. I mean, tram's a little bit slow, I think, but it works great. And then just the fact that Melbourne is considered the bad weather city in Australia, and it's still perfect. Like, it's still pretty nice. It's always sunny at least sometime during the day. it's always also cloudy at least sometime during the day. It's 4 seasons in the day. That's what they tell you, right? But I've been liking it so far. It's not as good as Europe by a long shot. And they say I haven't been in the summer yet, so let's see. But they say the summer is nice. It's short, somewhat hot from what they tell me, but I haven't had a problem with the weather. I wouldn't say. I mean, except for the fact that it's very cold inside. But you can solve that by having proper uh, heating inside or something, or having proper insulation. So, yeah, Australia might be the country for me, except location-wise. Man, you guys are really. I pity you guys to have to take like 2 flights just to go to Europe. To have to take like Bali. Bali is the close flight here. It's right nearby, and it's a 6-hour flight. This is insane. It's too far. So this is something that kind of leaves me hanging. But yeah, overall, my first experience in Australia has been very good. And thank you for the warm welcome, Australians.